That man went down, grabbed his junk, and was crying.
No, put all the money on Ty Jerome.
Gonna get plenty of minutes.
I know, that's why I said it.
Did Hunter end up starting?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, she should.
Oh, I just didn't know if he was supposed to make his debut tonight. I just didn't know if he was actually going to.
He was either going to come off the bench or start,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Shoes
Really?
twisted his ankle in practice a little bit.
Well,
So
I think DeAndre should start, but then also I
He-
don't know what your bench.
DeAndre
He's-
will
he's-
eventually start, and then Shoes will come off.
Seriously, can we just talk about that during the podcast?
oh, I guess we could.
Yeah, we
Welcome back to
could.
Hot Take Sports episode. What is this?
173. 173.
Give or take.
173. Nailed it. First try. Isaac, how you doing?
Other than I ripped my pants during work today somehow, good.
What kind of pants?
Khaki pants.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Attaboy.
So I had to go to Walmart, and I bought golf pants, because apparently they have golf pants.
Where?
All right,
Where did they
There
rip?
you go.
Not like great, man.
Oh, not even on the seam.
Nope.
Odd.
Oh, that's all.
The old back pocket.
Did you
boy.
catch it on something, or did you
I don't know.
you squatted down? You're
Someone
catching-
just said, you have a hole in your pants. I'm like, and it was a pretty good sized hole too. I'm like,
Like-
I wish I knew this earlier.
A good Samaritan told you this.
Yes.
What guy?
Did you ask her why she was staring at your butt?
All right.
No.
Was it
it
a her?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Atta
can see his
boy.
face getting red. Look at her.
Give him a good. Give him a good.
What did he? Your turn.
I've done the sum total of basically nothing today other than work at Walmart, so I've had an okay day.
But you're almost done.
Yeah.
Are you
Walmart. Yeah.
really?
You know?
Yeah, if you showed up last night, you would know.
Damn.
But I get it. You had to work.
He's got a job.
He has a job.
I'm gonna go for that 2 mile stretch past your house and not salt next time there's an inch of ice on the ground.
That's
Got it. So
That'll teach
Wednesday
you.
night.
Leo's skipping your part of 224.
Now Leo's actually
never
just gonna back up the entire salt truck and just dump it against Isaac's car, so we just can't get out.
Actually, that would have been helpful today.
Just go plow his car. Pause.
The chap.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
I'm fine. I had a good day at work. Work went by fast. It was one of those days where I was just constantly busy. And then you're like, oh, it's lunchtime. And then you continue working after lunch and you're like, oh, it's time to go. And I got a Shamrock Shake today, so at least that made me happy.
Had a boy.
That's how
Started out, baby.
fire.
It's still not as good as Arby's mint chocolate shake.
Those things
Those
are
are
top
good.
class.
I found that out last year.
I'm not gonna lie, I've already had 2 of them.
Real.
Not
The
today.
Andes ones?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So was that 3 total then? That
3
you
total
had
mint
flavored?
shakes, yeah. Across 2 weeks. Wow, I should probably not do that, huh?
I can't remember what
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I'm back to working out semi-regularly. Haha.
Is that like
Well, I skipped leg day today to go buy a car, but that didn't happen.
skip like
Not gonna go with it. Not gonna argue with that.
It's-
Yeah.
You're like, it's not happening today.
How are you, Leo?
You know what? I'm doing
No.
pretty good.
Gosh, that was right.
Solid start to the week. Work last night was pretty good. So
Watch a movie after Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is a movie.
I mean,
I
No.
couldn't watch it.
It wasn't that fun.
It was on Fox Sports. So I got on my Fox Sports app and it's like download Tubi TV for free to watch. And I'm like, no. I said, I don't care that much. I will just watch off my friend's phone right here.
There you go.
it wasn't worth it. Eagles
I saw it.
put some belt.
I watched
somewhere.
the whole part of the game where they put belt to ass. Yes.
Yes.
Clayton?
I'm doing all right. Long day. That's okay. Got a long day tomorrow too. Go Falcons.
Right. So I figure we might as well jump in with the Super Bowl.
I
Yeah.
got the result I wanted.
The Chiefs didn't win.
Exactly.
That's what was made
Chiefs got belt to ass.
Look at that one.
Tough scenes. Now it just looks bad because I called Jalen Hurts a mid quarterback and he played very well. But the Chiefs
It also makes
didn't
you
play.
the saddest Cowboys fan on the planet.
Oh, sorry.
I saw
I
him
would
with
much rather watch the Eagles win than watch a three-peat on a franchise I despise.
But Cowboys fans are bred to despise the Eagles.
That's them. Like that's that.
No, that's normal
That's
Cowboys
that old
fans.
breed. I don't care.
They said that's that
I
old
hate-
breed.
I hate Patrick Mahomes more than I hate the Eagles.
Fair enough.
Is it fair? Why? What reason do you have other than he wins? And the ref stuff, I guess we could throw
That
in
whole
there.
situation, I'm just tired of it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice to actually watch the officials and not feel like they homer the Chiefs.
Well, the first call they made.
That first call
There
was
was one play each
absurdly
way
Yep.
in the first quarter that was like that had no right to be called.
Right.
After that, you couldn't say anything about the officials because the game was never close enough for it to matter. So they didn't do anything bad, but they didn't have
No.
a pressure situation. So
No.
I think my biggest thing is when I watch the Chiefs, I feel the same way as I do when I'm watching the Yankees. Like I want everything bad that could
coming
happen
from
to
a
that.
Patriots fan.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
that's just a sad.
It's just not-
Patriots fan.
I know, but
But
it's genuinely how I feel.
here's a
Patrick Mahomes still can't win.
here's a
Great
fun
team.
stat. For every Super Bowl Patrick Mahomes has been in, he's lost to Tom Brady. And Tom Brady was in the booth when he lost. He's won every other one that Brady has been a part of.
He's also already thrown more picks than they hoped
Yes,
in Super Bowl.
in Super Bowls, and he only has what, half of them that he showed up in.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like 10 to 5 or something.
Yeah,
Well, Mahomes hasn't, his line hasn't helped them with that stat.
Yeah, but
That's
his
true.
picks were still on him this weekend.
Yeah, true.
I think that one for the linebacker. All I saw was the linebacker. I didn't
Yeah,
really.
I don't.
see
Yeah.
I
the
don't know what his
window.
plan was. Like you could tell he rushed it a little bit because he was worried about getting hit. But
Shout out to Cooper Eugene though.
like,
Yes.
yeah, bro.
Shout out to our Jackie Robinson for breaking the color barrier in the Super Bowl.
Pick
that
six.
The Gene is CB1.
Such a crazy statement.
It's funny. Last night, some guy works like, dude, he's not a corner, he's a safety.
He's not.
He's not.
He's a
Is
punt
not.
return. Oh, wait.
He is Devin
He's-
Hester.
He's prime Devin Hester. But
Now.
plays defense.
But the important part of the Super Bowl. What was the best commercial?
Ooh.
I think were there any good ones after we left last night?
No, it was
No.
all the good ones for.
Yeah, all the good ones were like towards the first half. Maybe.
Bud Light.
Yeah, it was the Bud Light.
Yeah, Bud
commercial.
Light,
Both of
Doritos
them.
was good.
I enjoyed the Doritos one as well.
The Mountain Dew one was not good,
No,
unfortunately.
iconic, but not good.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
delivery commercials too,
Yeah.
like Uber Eats, Grab like all
The
that
Dunkin'
stuff.
one was not good.
No, I was,
No,
You know?
I was informed there's going to be a different one, so we'll see.
What do you mean?
Or we did see, I guess. But
I don't know. I didn't
Uh,
mind that. Didn't mind that toiletry commercial before the halftime show. A little small child floating around. Go to the bathroom before it's too late.
Honestly, I love
And like
that
5
one.
seconds in, he's like, "Why are you still here?" I'm like, "Whoa!"
Well, none of them saw it. They were over doing a homework project for Isaac. It was just
Yeah.
Brad and I sitting in the living room while this little baby floated around the screen. Here's your time for a bathroom break. And I was like, I used the game for that.
Some dude from Barstool tweeted in 2022. He goes, "If some big name brand for toiletries ever puts a 30-second ad before the halftime show, I will become a live supporter." And he retweeted it and he goes, "They finally did it." They got like 20,000 likes in an hour. And that man is not very famous at Barstool.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah.
That burned it.
yes.
What was the other commercial I was thinking? I
I,
can't remember. Oh, the Budweiser one was good. With
Yeah.
The Colt pushing the barrel to the bar.
yeah, that was good.
Both the women's sports ones. I
yeah.
enjoyed the Nike one.
Coors
and
was
the-
good.
oh yeah, yeah. You're
Oh,
right.
the Monday Light is that what it's
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
The pickleball one.
Yeah.
With Will
That was
Dafoe.
the Ultra. Yeah.
Yeah, the ultra.
Yeah.
That was good.
Beer commercials do good.
Feel like they always do good.
Got big budgets, man.
True.
That's what it takes.
Somebody told me that excuse me. Apparently Elon Musk paid like a crap ton of money to have commercials just to like give updates on how Doge was doing, but apparently it didn't happen.
Yeah, apparently he spent like 40 or $50 million to put commercials in, and they either A, didn't air 'em, or B, it wasn't a factual statement.
So funny.
Yep. The chunky monkey babe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chunky Monkey Baby made an appearance for like what 30 seconds or
Yeah.
like 15 seconds.
Yeah,
of
they,
that
maybe
ad.
not even. They just brought a bunch of old ads back together, and it was like the nostalgia was crazy.
Was it,
Right.
Wasn't
Was
that
it- is
Uber Eats or something?
Yeah.
Or
It was.
Instacart or something.
Yeah, it was one of
Oh,
them.
Because it had like, oh my god, Mr. Clean like
One of the
egg
great
sprinting
bags.
down the
Yeah.
and then it had a cow on a spider, one of the three-legged trikes or whatever.
Yeah.
On the front, yeah, it's interesting
Can't remember all of them.
No.
because they were so good.
There's a lot of good ones this year.
I'd say it was pretty boring year for commercials. I was watching the whole time. Like it would go to commercial and I'd pay more attention. And it'd be like commercials
That's
I've already seen the whole year. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, that was the only thing that annoyed me about the Bud Light commercial is I literally watched it on Twitter a week ago.
Yeah.
Happens.
They're still good.
So what's the prediction for next year?
God.
It's gotta be the Chiefs, right?
Cleveland
They
Browns.
Bro didn't talk for like 4 minutes and said the Cleveland Browns are winning the Super Bowl.
Nah, but I'll go ahead and pick the Bills. Say that they add a playmaker on defense this offseason, and in the NFC will
You mean like a Miles Garrett?
potentially wink wink nudge nudge. Give me the Lions. Give me a Bills Lions Super Bowl next year.
And Miles Garrett could go to either of those teams.
Good.
I can see that.
I'd rather that.
Are we gonna
If-
give up on picking the Bills at some point?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to think of picks, and I'm keep running out of options that don't tragically lose every year.
Well,
Bills,
multiple-
Lions, Ravens.
fair.
Well, the Lions have only had 2 years to tragically lose, first of all.
True.
Yeah, in the
Outside of that-
playoffs, they tragically lost a bunch before that.
I was to say outside of that, they
That
just
doesn't
lost,
count.
period.
Yeah, they were just a
Yeah.
bad franchise. That doesn't
The only
count.
time you got hyped for those games was maybe Thanksgiving if they were playing another trash team.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Hey,
They'll Bears.
The Bears.
right.
I know.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you have to say it.
I'll throw a crazy one out there. The Rams.
I saw a rumor
Okay.
that they were talking about trading Stafford, and I'm like, no.
There's no point.
Yeah,
No.
there's zero purpose.
Might
They're-
just let it ride until he retires.
Yeah.
They'll get more defensive help. They
Next.
drafted a stud this year.
They drafted two studs this year.
Okay, well,
They drafted 2 studs this year.
Verse.
They drafted half of Florida State's D-line.
Oh, I was thinking quarterback. I was
No,
like, what are you
Bert-
talking
no.
about?
Verse and Fisk.
I was gonna say wait till next year
Oh,
to
yeah.
draft the quarterback. Let him learn behind Stafford a little bit. and then-
yeah.
I'll go Bengals Lions Super Bowl. I think the
I'll go-
Bengals figure it out maybe.
Bengals Lions could be good.
I would
Yeah.
love the Bengals to figure it out.
Rams. I don't want to say Buffalo because Clayton said Buffalo
Say the
already.
Ravens.
I don't want to say the Ravens because I hate
Say
the
the Chiefs.
Ravens.
Say the Chiefs.
Say the Steelers. I don't really care.
Give it the Texans.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in.
I'm in. Rams Texans.
Somebody from Texas made it, man. We ride.
And CJ Stroud wins Super Bowl MVP.
Sure. Put on the board. What's his punishment if it doesn't happen?
That's the wrong board. That board. There it is. I knocked something off earlier. I don't know what it was.
I have no idea.
Possibly J. Ray and Bob will head box. Anyways.
No, they're done.
All right, good.
Yeah, I think it was the football, but who knows? I'm gonna go Bengals Eagles next year.
Yeah, I don't know why none of us said the Eagles. It's not like they have any reason not to repeat.
And Saquon's
Oh
still
yeah,
there.
it all depends on how Saquon comes out next year.
How do you
What do you
go
mean?
amazing in the Super Bowl?
Didn't have to.
It's like all they did was just plan for him, and then well, guess what?
They also
I can complete passes in a 20-yard open window.
they also barely had to work the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs didn't cross the half field mark till like 3 minutes left in the third or something.
True.
20 seconds left in the third.
Oh, it was even worse.
Yeah, because Tom Brady just got done saying, he goes, I think this will be the first time that the Chiefs offense has been shut out through 3 quarters to not get the ball across half field. And then Xavier Worthy caught like a 50-yard ball to get to the 35. And Tom's like, never mind.
Xavier Worthy, twice
What a Super Bowl.
MVP candidate for no reason.
Facts.
Well,
2
he
touchdowns.
Catches 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. What? Crazy line.
I mean, yeah, if the,
Well,
if the
second
Chiefs
one-
would have won, he would have been MVP.
Second one was against the Eagles backups, but yeah,
Hey man, it still looks good.
True.
just like the final score when they made it 40-21 or whatever it was.
Yep.
So,
Greatest meme of that game though was what? It was like 17-0 and Patrick Mahomes is on the sideline just going.
Facts.
Or the most generic sad face on you've ever seen.
I'm not going to do.
Oh,
Speaking of Disney World, Jalen Turk was riding rides at Disney World today.
Why did- I didn't even.
Yeah.
he was out.
Post game if they were like, Disney World.
Yep,
I
and he was
busy
in the
watching
parade this
Saquon
morning, and
X shotgun.
Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah. He was on the
The Tron ride.
Tron, yeah.
I'd never seen that ride before. It was kind of sick.
It looks fun. Never rode.
Trying to go
Watch.
to Disney. Just watch it.
Yeah.
You're not a roller coasters guy?
Hell no.
You go to Disney World all the time and don't ride rides?
I'll ride them. I'm not riding that though.
Why?
No.
The Yeti one's good up the mountain.
Leo, you do seem like a teacups kind of guy.
Teacups. I
Yeah.
hate.
I can't do this
Because if we do teacups,
Big
Then-
small world guy, huh?
no. You ever ride Toy Story? The
Oh,
Toy
we
Story
did the
Mania.
Oh,
interactive
yeah,
one?
That literally might be my favorite one.
That's
That Seven
That
Dwarfs
checks
is
out.
good. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yep, yep.
That's good too.
But
One that you said was good though. I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either.
Expedition Everest.
yeah,
Expedition Everest.
screw that.
Good call.
Going backwards? Nah.
It's so much fun.
That was so much
Did you
fun.
ever ride was Guardians of the Galaxy open when you guys were there?
No.
I rode that.
That's way after us.
That
Yeah.
was interesting. It was in the dark. Big no for me, first of all. Second of all, we were going like 40 miles an hour backwards. I was like, Next thing you know, big old drops you can't see in the dark. And you're like, just holding on, watching the screen because like a raccoon's telling you everything's gonna be okay. It's not okay.
If a raccoon's telling you everything's gonna be okay, you might be in trouble.
Especially
Throw that out.
Rocket.
No, I think the Rock and Roller Coaster might have been my favorite, but that's not a thing anymore. They changed it. Rip.
Yeah, so they're getting rid of Big Thunder Mountain.
Really?
Yeah, they're opening up a whole new Cars Land back there.
Huh.
They're trying to
I'm
match one that Disneyland has in Cali. So they're doing a whole Cars Land back there in that whole area.
I'm in.
I
One
am
of the
too.
best Pixar franchises.
Hmm.
Don't at me. How did we end up on Cars?
Ciao.
What just happened?
We didn't even bring up the new Lakers.
To circle back to car, playing the Daytona 500s on Sunday.
Yeah, it is.
Is this supposed to be our trade deadline episode? Or was that last week?
No, this is.
Technically this.
Oh, we should probably get into that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Clay, talk about the Daytona 500 first.
While Brady finds the list of trades that happened.
Yeah.
Thanks.
True. Yeah, it's this weekend, February 16th, the Great American Race. They've announced that Anthony Mackie is going to say start your engines, so that's kind of cool. They came out with that either yesterday or today. NASCAR has the longest sports season of any North American sports league, 10 months. It's from, or I guess it's 9 months. It's from middle of February to like the beginning of November. So they're pretty much every weekend from Sunday through November. The only break I know they have is they're off for Easter.
I'm excited for that. We usually watch it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's usually on in our house.
Usually it's like we usually like pay more attention when it's like 50 to go.
No, that makes
That's when it starts getting big old rambunctious.
I'm about to
Really
say,
early on in the
That's when it gets good, is when there's like 50 to 25 laps
it's
in.
either early on or it's like the final stage.
Yeah.
Right. When everyone wrecks.
Oh. Well, I don't think that's what he meant. But
I mean,
The second lap, maybe. So it's 4.
True.
No, I am ready now. Whatever.
Let's get it.
where do we start?
So in our last episode, we briefly covered Luca and 80 trading places. Luca to the Lakers making his debut tonight against the Jazz. Anthony Davis
Made
his debut for the Mavericks is already dead. So
yeah, he
Yep.
played a half of spectacular MVP caliber basketball and hurt his groin in a non-contact injury. So
De'Aaron Fox got traded to the Spurs in a 3-team deal.
yeah.
De'Aaron
We
Fox,
did
Jordan
talk about
McLaughlin.
that.
Yeah, but we didn't really dive into the full package. So Fox and McLaughlin went to the Spurs. Zach LaVine, Sadie Sissoko, 3 firsts and 3 seconds to the Kings. The Bulls got Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones in the first. Bulls were at least trying to flip those. I can't remember if they actually did.
No, they didn't.
Bunch of meaningless pick trades by the Thunder and Jazz as usual. The Thunder actually, they did pick up a pick with Daniel Tice.
And then waive Daniel Tice.
Yep.
Did they officially waive him?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Lakers.
Yes.
The Kings
That
picked
is so
up
funny.
Jonas Valanciunas by rerouting City Sissoko and 2 seconds to the Wizards.
Got that Lithuanian, not Lithuanian. No, is it Lithuanian? Where are
Maybe.
Sabonis and Big Val are from? They're from the same. Latvia, maybe. Can't remember.
The Pacers dumped James Wiseman's contract to the Raptors, who immediately cut him. That was
Rip James Wiseman, man.
yeah.
Lakers.
Yeah, there you go.
Sure.
Center of the future.
Oh.
James Wiseman and Jackson
Dude,
Hayes.
speaking of senators, I forgot about the other part of the Mark Williams to the Lakers trade getting rescinded is the Hornets still traded for Yusuf Nurkic.
Yep.
They did.
Yeah. They
Yep.
Yeah.
Yusuf Nurkic.
So now they have Mark Williams and Yusuf Nurkic.
Dang.
Because they traded Cody Martin, Vasilij Micic, and a second for Nurkic and a first.
Honestly, at this point, that's where Nurkic belongs.
I'll buy that.
Brady, just go ahead and cover the Lakers trade. They got rescinded since you want to talk about it.
Oh, I hadn't gotten there yet. Sorry.
No, you just did.
Well, you mentioned it.
Well, yeah, I hadn't found the package yet, but we're just gonna talk Nurkic. But yeah, the Lakers had initially traded for Mark Williams for the Hornets. They gave up Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, a 23 pick swap, and a 2031 unprotected first. They got rescinded. Leo, do you have any thoughts on that?
It's unfortunate. Too bad Marky Mark doesn't know how to pass exams. So, is what it is.
Now you have the evolution of Charmander.
No, we have
Get out.
the full peak evolution already. So we didn't really need the middle step again. Sorry, the first one.
Yeah, Charmander.
Yeah.
So who's the middle step between Dalton
Austin
Connect
Reeves.
and Luca? Oh, okay.
The guy
I see where you're going
47,
now.
7, and 7 the other night by himself.
Yeah, I guess that sounds like makes him the top.
At this point right now, yeah.
Austin Reeves over Luka Doncic. Heard it here first. Look, not take sports.
Until tonight.
Jazz are still winning. this
Tonight
game.
will be it. Yeah, tonight will be it.
Deontay George 40
You
bomb.
want
I did
them
play him in
to win,
daily
so
fantasy.
Your team is the only one that gets embarrassed tonight.
Yeah, my team's getting embarrassed tonight. My mom just texted me and said, "Did the Wolves stay in Minnesota?" And I thought she was talking about the ownership thing. I was like, "Yeah, they already said they're not moving the team. What are you talking about?" Oh, never.
Cavs are up by 20.
Oh, is it still only 20?
Yeah.
Well, considering it started 22-3, that's not bad.
It's 40-60
Yeah, I'll take that honestly.
with a minute 53 left in the second.
Losing
I'll
to
take
the shorthanded Lakers if you're the Indiana Pacers. We were up by like 24. And all we had was Austin Reeves and all the other people we traded for.
That whole thing was so funny. Did you see all the scheduling that got moved around so that way Pacers Lakers could be on national television?
I saw that they put the Pacers Lakers on there because they thought Luca was going to play. And then he's like, nah, I'll just play Monday.
They did that, but then they also had to delay the start time of the Duke basketball game because
Oh.
it was supposed to be on the same channel, whatever, like ABC or whatever.
And then
So they had to push back like 4 different events, and
And
then
then
it ended up
Lakers.
being Pacers versus the LeBron and Luca-less Lakers. And they were like, "Oh, this sucks."
And then Austin
And
Reeves.
then Austin Reeves
I was
like,
I guess.
hold my beer.
All right,
Did you see what he said? in the
throw the
postgame?
hit in.
He's like, I honestly didn't know I was going to play today.
What?
Because I think they were panning out like if it wasn't going to be on live TV that all 3 of them were just going to sit and then be fresh and
Yeah.
come back on
Rest
Monday. And apparently JJ Redick told him pregame that he's like, we're gonna need like
Sorry, AR.
we're gonna need like 45 and 5 from you, like jokingly. And he's like, I got it done.
Okay.
It was really good. I mean, at this point, I have no rush to get a center or go get one from free agency. We look fine. Our defense actually looks better than it has when AD was in there, which is awkwardly surprising.
I honestly could see you guys going, "Oh, hi, Dwight. You want to come and just sit here if we need you?"
No, keep Dwight Howard in Taiwan.
Yeah,
Keep him away from America.
Guys, he couldn't even win in Taiwan.
Yeah. Anything, bring back Taco Fall.
Real.
All right. I'm here for it.
Bring JaVale
Or
McGee out of
Sim-
retirement.
Simbular, brother. Get that 40-year-old man out here.
Is DeAndre Jordan available?
Oh,
DeAndre
also
Jordan's
retired
on the-
for a reason.
Well,
DeAndre's on the bench somewhere.
I thought right. I thought he was on the bench somewhere too.
You know what? You're right. He still might be Jokic's backup.
Yeah, you're right.
He might still be a
yeah.
Nugget.
Okay.
So never mind. You can't have him anyways.
Okay.
Dylan gone. I don't care. Mo Bamba would be cool, but I think he's just a stretch 5, which is not really what we need. We just need a big guy who can stand in the paint for a little while.
Jazz legend.
Well, if it helps, Mark Williams is not that. So
Well,
he's long for sure.
he's a long athletic 5.
He's just played
He's got
defense.
a longer wingspan than
Vic.
Victor Wembanyama, so that would have been cool, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. We're the 4 seed, so
Do you have anything else first?
But no, you
Go
can keep
Lakers.
going now.
Kyle Kuzma escaped Washington. Unfortunately, Chris Middleton replaced him. Part of a big 4-team trade, which involved me discovering DeLon Wright still in the league somehow. So yeah,
Milwaukee
complete the jersey.
screwed Chris Middleton, man.
they did, man.
They
That's-
really just screwed that man after Giannis was out that whole entire finals at one time. And then he just straight and turned into like prime D Wade, dropping like 30 and 8 every night. And then they were like, hey, by the way, appreciate what you did, but you got to go play in Washington now and never see the light of day ever again.
Thank you, but go get your money over there when you want to try and win.
I would retire if I was him. I'd just wait for my
Or asked to be bought out.
Makes too much money to buy him out.
Oh,
Washington.
Never mind then.
is not that nice. They don't care.
Ask Bradley Beal and John Wall. They asked for trades and they were still there for like 3 years after.
Nah, they chose to be there.
John did. I think Bradley was more like, get me out right now.
No, Bradley Beal said he was winning the championship with Washington up until the last year he was there.
Yeah, and Kyrie said he was here to stay.
Yep. Same energy.
And here we are.
That's also true.
And
Speaking
he wasn't
of-
here to stay for 3 straight franchises.
I'm here to stay. You sure about that?
Speaking of the Cavs,
They're up 20.
the Cavs
Dude.
traded with the
No
Hawks.
shot.
They
At
picked up
halftime. Yeah, 66-44.
the Cavs picked up DeAndre Hunter from the Hawks for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, 3 seconds and 2 pick swaps. Clayton, I'm gonna let you go first.
I like this move. I really do. I think that DeAndre Hunter and a kind of like we have more weapons than the Hawks do, obviously. So like he doesn't have to be the scorer all the time, and he won't have to play as much. So I like that move. It sucks seeing Karis LeVert go. He was a good locker room guy. I'd really kind of grown to like him because he came over with Jared Allen, right?
Yeah.
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 So
At
he's been on
some
the team
point, I
for
don't
a
know.
couple. He's been on the team for a couple of years now, which has been nice. But I mean, if the front office that's built this team thinks that DeAndre Hunter's the guy, I'm not gonna disagree. So I'm passively excited. The only thing I'm not excited about, we have not brought this up yet, is I keep hearing rumors that Ben Simmons is gonna sign with the Cavs.
He signed
but
with the
not-
Clippers already.
Oh, did he? Missed
Yep,
that.
you're good.
Perfect. Yeah. So never mind. I'm happy with free agency. Go Falcons.
Yeah. The Cavs basically won the deadline with the, well, okay, they didn't basically win the deadline. The Lakers obviously won the
I
deadline.
was gonna say
But-
we won the East. We won the
Yes,
East.
you guys probably won the East of the deadline.
And got second in the deadline.
Just because you were able to consolidate some of your wings and still bring almost a 20-point per game scorer in.
He's,
Crazy.
He's really good. I liked him out of Virginia. before
With
he
Ty
came.
Jerome.
they were. I mean, I think he's very good. He's very athletic and he's a great shooter. So I think he's a really good three for you guys.
Fits perfectly in that lineup.
Either he's starting or he's off the bench. So
Yeah, I could see him starting or coming off the bench because if he comes off the bench, he's coming off the bench with his former teammate with Ty Jerome.
also gives you
She
more-
tied. Sorry.
Also gives you more like scoring off the bench, I guess,
True.
per se, because I don't even know what outside of Sam Merrill, who's like your go-to scorer on off your bench.
It's Ty Jerome. I think.
Ty Jerome,
Right
Sam
now,
Because it
Merrill.
was Karis LeVert,
Yeah,
So it's pretty much
Dean Wade.
you
Dean
either
Wade will be off the
improve your
bench
five,
now.
or you just get a taller, more lengthier version of Karis LeVert. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say DeAndre's more consistent.
Well, the Cavs have this cool thing. Billy Donovan's the Bulls coach. What's your coach's name?
Atkinson.
Kenny Atkinson. My goodness. Does this? He has a really cool rotation that he has set up where all of DG, Spida, Mobley, and Allen all start together, but then they all rotate in sets of twos
Mhm.
throughout the entire rest of the game. So
That-
at least one of those two guards is always there to score, and one of those two bigs is always there to play center.
Bickerstaff was doing that last year, but he had Mobley and Donovan together.
Is that what it was? I don't know. Whatever he's doing, it's working.
He
So
was trying to keep a small and a big combo together.
Yeah.
For like pick and roll situations.
Yeah.
but they never have like they need their bench guys to be big time scorers.
Right.
They're always still role players.
I love how he's been rotating it. Like the differences between the two coaches. Atkinson did something to bring out Mobley because he's a first time All-Star and he's looked fantastic this year.
He's been getting better every
We're
year.
gonna
Yeah.
trade you at the deadline if you're not good this year. By the way, good luck this
You
year.
want to get paid? Plays basketball.
Oh,
Right.
Is that it?
But
no.
Karis LeVert was on a aspiring contract. I'm happy Niang's gone.
He's in Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
What do you mean? Dad bod hero wasn't doing it for you?
Yeah, when he airballs 3 threes in a row, he needs to go. Because he did that a lot.
Happens, man.
But you ever
You're just playing into shape.
Yeah.
From personal experience.
You're not wrong.
I
But
don't think I've ever airballed 3 in a row. I've definitely airballed.
the only thing that Cavs could be missing is a third big, but Atkinson rotates it pretty well. And if you need Tristan to play here or there, I think you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it's a pretty good overall deal for you guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
the best got better for sure.
Yeah.
I would like to say if I had a nickel for every time I've heard the name Ty Jerome on this podcast, I could be swimming like Scrooge McDuck in his vault.
No, it'd be like Family Guy when Peter's like, oh, it's just like that one scene, and then he
Yeah,
dives
same.
into the coins and breaks every bone in his body.
Yeah. But also we have 2 trades left, but we'll get to those after the short break.
Welcome back to the hut.
Damn, I'm about to sneeze. Wait a minute.
All right, well,
Now it's got
hold it in. I was gonna say, welcome back to Hot Take Sports Podcast. We're talking about the crew briefly. Our front line's gonna be like AZ Jackson, Diego Rossi, and Jason Russell Rowe. It's not great.
No.
Doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
No.
And we didn't add a lot of defensive depth, which means Rudy Camacho might still have to be an everyday starter, which he obviously does not have enough in the tank left for that, as we saw by the end of last season. But we also don't have to play in U.S. Open Cup. All right, I say don't have to. We don't get to play in U.S. Open Cup because apparently we have to send our second team. Shout out to Coach Federico Higuain and Coach Josh Williams. But it's going to be an interesting year to be a crew fan. But, we'll see.
We do have one of the better coaches in MLS, though.
We have the best coach in the MLS, but that also means that he'll be out the door eventually soon, too, because he will also move on to bigger and better things.
Shush,
So
that
we'll
hasn't
see how-
happened yet.
Yeah, it's still the clock's ticking, as the folks say.
Because we'll need a new goaltender, a
Nope.
new coach,
Try again.
new goalie,
There you go.
new coach,
Do you know
need a
from
new
not
star.
do you know from calling hockey goaltenders keepers to the other way around?
Yeah, he's all over the map. Yeah, we don't have a top striker right now. We probably need a new center back because he's not going to beat Father Time. Our holding mid's not going to beat Father Time for much longer, Darlington.
Put it down.
And who knows about after that? Steven Moreira's not young. Arfson's been good. We'll see. It'll be fun. Sean Zawatsky, of course. Who knows what's happening with him? The goat in the middle. All right, we can go back to basketball now.
Did you actually have something else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I was just kidding. How many, like, 5.
You were
How
gonna
much work
what?
we got to do? The good news is we have at least $6 million from Cucho.
I'd rather have Cujo.
Well, unfortunately, we don't get to make that choice because he wants to play for the Colombian national team. I don't blame him.
Speaking of not wanting to play where they were, this guy named Jimmy Butler got traded
Finally.
in what ended up being a 5-team trade
Yeah, most
because
of them
94 trillion people kept getting rerouted, aka PJ Tucker and Dennis Schroeder.
That was a 19 trade.
5.
Okay.
So Jimmy Butler, 2 second rounders in cash went to the Warriors. Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, and Davion Mitchell, who got traded to the Raptors first, by the way, before this trade. And 2025 protected first from the Warriors. Went to the Heat. The Jazz got Josh Richardson, who they cut. KJ Martin, who I think they might have also cut. I don't remember. 2 seconds in cash from all over the place. The Pistons got Lindy Waters back from the Warriors. Dennis Schroeder at a 2031 second. The Raptors got PJ Tucker, 2026 second, and cash.
Didn't Dennis Schroeder and PJ Tucker each hit like 4 teams this deadline?
Yes.
PJ Tucker might have hit more. I think he got traded 5 times. Dennis Schroeder was like 3.
No, Schroeder was 4.
4 teams, 3 trades. The math checks out, I promise.
I'm not doing the math on it.
I don't care.
All right.
Okay, fair
Well,
enough.
he'd have to start on an original team. That would count. That's one of the teams.
Yeah, but he was already on that team.
Yeah, but he had to be on a team to trade him. That they were counting his original team in the math when they posted it. So
Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Keep collecting jersey colors. That's all he has left to do at this point.
Even though he didn't wear those jerseys in a game, but still collected them.
that is technically true.
We'll give it to him.
And then just the last one, the Raptors freed Brandon Ingram from the Pelicans, traded Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk a first and a second.
I can't believe we just went over that last trade and we didn't even talk about the Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins part. We just talked about Dennis Schroeder.
Shout out
PJ
Dennis
Tucker.
Schroeder.
All right. No, I actually like Jimmy Butler with the Warriors. I'm not saying it makes them a competitor. I just like the idea of the two of them playing together. I think they're just 2 pure hoopers.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler likes to get to the hoop, and Steph Curry can own the outside. So.
There's also a Draymond Green factor.
Yeah, but Draymond Green just exists.
Yeah.
And if he punches Jimmy Butler, he's getting punched back. So more fuel for our podcast.
There would be no
Fair enough.
Yes.
Jimmy Butler would just straight up end that man.
You're probably
He'll knock him out,
And then he'll just walk
meme
out.
him on Instagram like he did to his teammates everywhere else he played.
Pouring coffee on him or something.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he went to the Warriors. He needed to put up a big head coffee out west. I think that's what it's called.
I think
yes.
if the Warriors were an East team, that trade would be more respected. But matching up with all the West teams and that trade kind of playing out,
Yeah.
it's kind of like you got $20 when the other guys got 1,000. It's cool,
Yep.
but like when you compare it to apples and oranges, it's not very great.
This deadline was just hard to compare anything to what the Lakers did.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
it's hard. I understand.
I still think it would have been like a good deadline without that. But that just it set the bar so
Been a
much higher.
great-
than
No,
anything
it was a
else.
great deadline, no matter what.
Half of
Yeah.
these trades
Yeah.
wouldn't have happened if that
Well,
trade
that-
was
that's
done
also
midnight
probably
when
true.
no one knew it was
Yeah,
happening.
you're not wrong.
Because Brandon Ingram, I personally think he's still trapped. It just happens to be in Canada now.
Yeah,
I
I,
don't
mean,
think
he's
they're-
not
they're-
that
they're-
much
they're
Their
better.
team's solid. They
All
just
they
they got put
did-
together.
He went from
There's a bunch of young,
Louisiana
expensive guys.
to Canada. That's all he did. He went north. And it just happened to be.
Got away from Zion.
At least he's with Dick now.
But now he's got Drake
And Dick.
and Dick.
Some say they packaged together. Some say they wouldn't.
What do you mean by that?
Fred
How old is
VanVleet,
he
I don't
again?
know. He's on the
Anyways.
he's on the Rockets. All right.
Fred VanVleet.
Unfortunately, he's on the Rockets, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Didn't
Him
they
and
give him a
Dylan Brooks.
bag? They gave him a
Yep.
bag too.
Him and
Right?
Dylan Brooks
Yeah.
both got bags.
God, Dylan Brooks ass.
Hey,
That's all I gotta say.
They were
about
shorter
it.
deals though, so
that's who the Warriors should have traded for to pair with Jimmy.
Shut
and
up,
Brady.
stupid.
Right there.
There's no chance in hell I would have ever watched a basketball game with
That
the
would've been so
Warriors ever
funny.
again.
could you
No,
imagine?
With those
They-
two squaring off center court, and they'd have been on the same team. They'd been throwing hands.
that'd be peaks of it.
Don't leave out Jimmy Butler.
No,
Put all
Jimmy
three of them on the
Butler
same
would just-
team.
Jimmy gets the first round bye, so he's waiting this winter. He's just waiting the winter. God, I
Draymond would
hate-
be so mad that you
Add Jordan Poole into the mix.
exactly.
Get this
So then
my
he-
team.
Yeah, that would give him motivation to win. And Dylan Brooks is just a straight up a-hole.
Nah,
so-
see, then we gotta find a way to pair that trio with Ja and Beef Stew, and then we just got
Oh my
the
God.
greatest fighting five ever.
Yeah, you ever seen the longest yard?
And Jordan Clarkson as the sixth man.
Yeah,
The longest yard.
I hate him.
Just
He's
picture
right, though.
that
I know.
in
but I hate him.
basketball form.
Jordan Clarkson
That'd be
squared
crazy.
up more than anybody I know in the NBA. I don't think he ever's thrown a punch. He squares up a lot.
Who?
Jordan Clarkson
Yeah, he always looks like he's hood ready.
just
but-
thinks he's a thug.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
he
like
didn't
3'2".
squared up with a job recruiter, so he goes somewhere else.
I'm sure he's tried.
He's adopted the Mormon lifestyle out there in Utah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Not a snowball's chance in Texas that that guy has a house in Utah.
Only Kyle Filipowski.
Is he still alive? Do we know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes off.
He's
bench.
our that's good. He's our backup big.
You got any kids
Sorry.
yet? He's has to.
Probably.
That's probably not his.
Oh,
profession
They got
anymore.
12. Oh.
Building a football team next year, copy.
He's actively trying to outpace Philip Rivers.
Jeez.
Rivers
Good
versus
luck.
Filipowski. That can be the new kick of destiny for.
The battle of the Phillips.
Shout out Eli Manning. Won me $10.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was $10 by the way. Isaac.
Nice.
W.
They popped up the $10 million afterwards, and I was like, "Yes, he made it." My mom's like, "Wait, you bet on him?" I said, "Yeah." She's like, "How much?" I said, "It was free."
Darn right.
I said, "It was free. All you had to do was pick one." She goes, "And you picked Eli?" I said, "Yeah, I knew that 5-head idiot wasn't gonna make one." Talking about Peyton. Shout out Peyton.
Facts.
But dude, he doinked one. He
He
doinked
doinked
it
it
hard. I didn't
Yeah,
even know
he
what
did.
time that happened.
I didn't
They
either.
did it
Because I
before
thought it
the
was
game.
like literally gonna happen either at halftime, like whenever Gronk's was, is like 2 times he did it,
Yeah.
and then I thought it was gonna be like right before.
That's
And they
fine.
did it like I think it's 3:30.
Yeah, it was like 3 o'clock. Yeah, there were people posting at 3 o'clock about it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I wasn't on my phone, and I came downstairs at like 6, sitting there, and the game started, and it was like right before the game they showed it doinking, and then he made it like.
Eli couldn't made it from 35.
Eli booted it over the net
Yeah.
on the 20-yarder. Dude,
Yeah.
50. He had Brandon Aubrey in his corner. Come on with it.
He was practicing.
Yeah.
That's really what the Pro Bowl was for. That way Eli could practice with the kickers.
Ah,
Well,
He is our best player.
I see.
I mean,
Well, he's definitely your most consistent.
that man is going to be on every banner around the stadium. And then in the bottom corners, it'll be Dak and CD.
Don't forget about Micah, bro.
No, Jerry will just be in the corners. It'll be literally
It's just
Brandon
Jerry.
Aubrey and
Welcome
then Jerry
It's
Jones.
just a sign that says "Welcome home."
Be like-
Oh, Jerry Jones,
White-haired Yoda.
scary big smile.
Looks like Yoda. Too bad he's unwise. All right,
There
anywho.
really wasn't anything left.
Well, I mean-
TPC,
I think you got the wrong term.
no, it's the right course.
EPC song. No. Waste
That's
management.
Sawgrass. That's the brand. That's the company that promotes it.
It's the
It's
waste management.
TPC Scottsdale in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, is that next week?
That's what was just happening this past
Yeah.
weekend. It was at that course, TPC
Oh,
Scottsdale.
okay.
Waste
I'm caught up.
Management.
I'm caught up now. Yeah.
So anyway, waste management happened this weekend, and shout out to the first Belgian to win on the PGA Tour, and Thomas Dietrich. He basically obliterated everyone.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It was not very close at
First
all.
started in first and never looked back.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like Scotty was going to have a final day heroics because he was 4 under through 6, and it just he bogeyed on 9 and it just went downhill from there for him. It's been a rough 2 weeks for him, but I mean, those are the first 2 rounds he's played this year. So he's just trying to knock the rust off. Rory
out.
won
Pebble Beach.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Sorry.
2 weeks ago at Pebble Beach Pro-Am. That was actually impressive because I think Saturday it was very bad weather.
Yeah,
And
the wind was
somehow he was
crazy.
still managing to figure it out and play very good golf. Shout out Tom Kim. Tom Kim's a G. He's 22, 23 years old, and he looks very good. I think he's one of my just favorite golfers right now to watch because
Baby-faced assassin.
yeah,
It's fun to watch.
reminds me of Luke Kwan. Shout out Luke Kwan.
Yeah. Then you have the TLC, right?
Tables,
TQL,
ladders, chairs.
TGL.
TGL, yes.
Tomorrow's golf league. I was gonna say shout out to Justin Thompson, Jordan Spieth for actually being competent golfers
Yeah.
again.
That was like
Yeah.
the first time in a minute.
Golf's more fun when the two of them are actually decent.
Yeah. He did hold Jordan.
Jordan had wrist surgery.
Yes, I think Jordan was the one who holed out on 18 from 100 yards out for eagle to end it.
That sounds right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Are you inspired by the golf talk, Brady? You ready to hit the links?
Dude, don't even
Brady said,
answer
I'm
that.
ready to hit
All
the
right,
sheets. Get me out of here. Let's go to bed.
Honestly,
I'm ready for it
I've
to
been
be-
inspired to hit the pillows for about an hour and a half.
I'm ready for it to be end of March, going into April, and it'd be like 50, 60-degree weather and
It's
nice, beautiful
Amen.
sunny outside. I'm
last
very
I looked
excited for that.
today, we just got to get through February and it clears up pretty quick. So
That works for me. I'm almost maxed out on comp time, so I'm ready to use it.
It'll be the show in golf. That'll be a wonderful back half to March
I
for
won't
anybody.
use it for MLB, but I'll use it for golf. If I take a day off for golf, I will save the.
Hey,
I'll save
Like I said,
Leo.
take the back
Friday
half of
night.
March off, and we'll be the show in golf.
Leo, I have the
Roll.
perfect day for you to take off. It's the 15th, Friday the 14th in March.
I'll shoot me on night shift. Sorry. Next.
Oh,
were you going to put a Y on that or just leave everybody in the dark?
MLB the show. Then take off Thursday night
Podcast?
Podcast.
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 Wrap it up.
This has been episode 173 of the Hot Take Sports Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social medias at Hot Take Sports 16 and give us your best hot take. Use code HTS at SeatGeek for $20 off of your first purchase. HTS SeatGeek $20 off. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you all next week.